Okay, so before I start the video, I'd like to thank Tanner Passive Metal for the shout out, along with Full Metal Ginger. Thanks guys for your support. Check out the channel if you haven't. First up is iChaos for like a demo. Not much really to say about that because all these songs on that are on this album here, Digipack. Some really cool stuff. Check it out if you haven't. Next up is Imitation with Rectificate. It's like Ukrainian BDM, I believe. Well, they're from Ukraine, I believe. I know it's BDM. And Kaiser Records, check it out. Some really cool stuff. Next up is a present I got for my 18th. It's Immolation with Failures for Gods. You'll probably know it. Check it out if you haven't. Some really cool death metal. Next is another band you should know. It's Immortal with Pure Holocaust. Like cold black metal, really. Check it out. Next up is some, like, from what I remember, is like grindy old death metal, like raunchy. Impaled, The Dead Shall Dead Remain. Yeah, it's like a reissue remaster of the original album. Check it out if you haven't. Some really cool stuff. Next up is some like beautiful like black metal from England, I believe they are. In the Woods with Heart of the Ages. Check this out. It's pretty cool stuff from what I remember. I haven't listened to it in a while, but I know some of you probably enjoy that. Next up is the first sort of BDMs, well, not BDM but slam, you could say, band I ever heard with Indecent Excision with Defecating of the Grotesque, and the first song on this I heard was Pure Gland Sex Me. Check it out. Also, if you can't see, it's signed by the band when I saw them live. Next up is Indeterminable, Nameless and Dead. Russian BDM, really. Some cool stuff like Riot going on. Next up, the artwork is quite deceptive on this, I think. It's thrash, not death. It's Infamous Symphony with Gospels of Blood. It's like crossover thrash, from what I remember. Some really cool stuff. Check it out if you haven't. There we go. Next up is Insidious Omen, Anointed with the Blood of Chaos. It's like a 2-song EP. There you go. Check it out. Pretty cool stuff from what I remember. Next is the band that got me into metal. So I'm going to have quite a few of these come up. Is Iron Maiden with Iron Maiden. Debut. Not much really to say about it. You'll probably know it. One of my favourites, Number of the Beast. The title track and Run to the Hills off this is probably my favourite. Next is Peace of Mind. So some cool stuff. It's got Trooper on, some really cool stuff. I've got like a t-shirt with that artwork on, but the whole lot is like the straight jacket. Next, another one of my favourites of theirs is Power Slave. You've got Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Power Slave, brilliant stuff. Next up is, what is it again? Somewhere in Time. Some pretty cool stuff from what I remember this one. Not their best. Next is another Iron Maiden album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Another one of them that I really enjoy. Check this one out. If you haven't, you'll probably have. Next up is Fear of the Dark. Again, not much to say about them. You'll probably know Iron Maiden. And another one, A Matter of Life and Death. Yeah, just making sure. Some pretty cool stuff. Check it out. Next is, I think the first CD I ever bought myself was Somewhere Back in Time, the best of 1980 to 89. Some really cool stuff, just like best of tracks. And Next is a live album, Flight 666. Pretty cool stuff. These are also the first band I saw live as well. Iron Maiden with The Final Frontier. Some pretty cool stuff. I quite enjoy this album quite a bit. And lastly, their latest album that I'm not really too big on. I prefer their sort of earlier stuff. Is The Book of Souls. There we go. Double disc. And some like folky, pagan themed, not pagan metal, pagan themed black metal. It's Nuveth with The Way of the Berserker. Some really cool stuff. I remember seeing it on Extreme Music. The artwork drew me to it. I suppose it's maybe a bit more straight up black metal, early black metal, some really cool stuff. Check it out. And lastly for this part is Isegrim with Congress of the Insane. Some really cool stuff. Female fronted death thrash. If you don't like clowns, fuck you then. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Check them out. The song on here, what is it? Modern Day Freak is my favourite on this. Check that out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found something new. Yeah, cheers.